A major decision in Crawford County, the Board of Commissioners have voted not to approve a plan to annex land for a proposed solar project. I'm Blake Gully. Coming up, we'll have the reactions from the community.
Plus, Joplin city leaders move forward on an ordinance cracking down on squatting. And the city of Pittsburgh welcomes a brand new fire chief.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
After weeks of discussion, Crawford County commissioners have denied an annexation request from the city of Mulberry, which would have cleared the way for a solar farm. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Blake Gully has the reaction from the community.
I'm standing outside the Crawford County Commissioner's office where a packed room gathered as the board voted not to approve a plan to annex land that would be used for a proposed solar project. And the community's reaction to that decision is split.
There were several factors that I felt would play into this. One was with the city of Frontenac. One of the questions, I believe, would it hinder any future expansion of any local cities? Whether or not the city of Frontenac unanimously voted yes. So that was taken into consideration, the fact of the services that would be provided in that area.
While commissioners outlined the factors behind their decision, city leaders in Mulberry say the annexation could have brought in much needed revenue and helped support future projects.
It wasn't much, but it might have been enough for us to come up with 25% matching grant for our infrastructure. Mulberry need this very bad, but they denied us. That Mulberry doesn't have much voice in the county. I think that was apparent today.
One of the farmers connected to the proposed solar project also expressed his disappointment in today's vote, saying the decision stalls plans he hoped would support the community at large. Reporting in Girard, Blake Gully, KOAM News.
Shasta now says it's going to take some time to decide the next steps for the project. The company says the solar farm would become the county's largest taxpayer and says it welcomes more community discussion to address the concerns and find a path forward. A new ordinance could make squatting a crime in Joplin. The Joplin City Council last night voted to pass the first reading of changes to the criminal code. The proposal would create a new section prohibiting criminal mischief. It means it could make it unlawful for someone to be inside a property or dwelling that's owned by another person without permission or a written lease.
I think that that will be a little bit more effective in the sort of overall homeless problem that we have, because if those areas where there is squatting going on, and I'm sure there must be some around because again we hear about it anecdotally.
Although the ordinance passed its first reading, it will have to go before the City Council 2 more times. Authorities have released autopsy results for a shooting victim in Newton County, Missouri. Investigators confirm a bullet was found and removed from the body of 51-year-old Ernest Darby. The bullet will now be sent to the Missouri State Highway Patrol Crime Lab for further testing. According to the autopsy results, lack of powder burns or stippling located around the gunshot wound would indicate the round was fired some distance from the victim. The body of Darby was discovered on Saturday in rural Newton County after authorities received a call concerning a shooting. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Yeah, and it actually turned out to be a really nice Tuesday. We had a couple scattered showers across the region early this morning. It was breezy today. The winds are calming down just a bit. We have a weak front that is sliding through, but it is going to stay kind of breezy as we go through the next few days. Clear skies now, clouds out to the west. Those are going to start to increase later on tonight and into Wednesday with our next storm system starting to push in. I still think Wednesday afternoon looks pretty good, right around 70, 72, but then we'll start to get some scattered, keyword scattered, showers and even a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow night, and then periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go into Tuesday morning, and then kind of increasing as we go through the day on Thursday, not Tuesday, Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Very wet system, another one next week. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. That big wildfire near Seligman is now fully contained after burning 1,200 acres. Seligman Fire Department and U.S. Forest Service crews controlled the blaze at the Mark Twain National Forest. No structures were threatened, and about 30 firefighters do remain on the scene to monitor hotspots. Today, the Pittsburgh Fire Department introduced its brand new fire chief, Jack Spencer. Spencer previously served as a battalion fire chief and EMS leader for the District of Columbia. A Kansas native, he grew up in Valley Center, just outside of Wichita. Spencer says he's excited to bring his extensive experience to support and help advance the Pittsburgh Fire Department and the community.
Having been a part of the District of Columbia and having the large-scale incidents and the big planning incidents, I have that experience to step back and look at and see what can we do to improve and be ready for those kinds of things if they were to unfortunately happen here. And I want to make sure that we are absolutely prepared, and that is going to be one of the big goals I have.
Spencer takes over as chief on January 5th. Pitt State volleyball team hopes to serve up an MIAA tournament title. Ben McLeish has a preview of the team's chances coming up in sports. But up first, the World Cup impact on Southwest Missouri.
In Joplin, preparations are already underway for next summer with World Cup matches coming to Kansas City. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
The 2026 World Cup doesn't kick off until next June, but preparations are already in place for the 6 matches set to be played at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. KOIM's Kenny Foreman tells us how the World Cup's impact will be felt far beyond the city.
What could possibly draw as big of an Arrowhead crowd as another AFC Championship game? Try the largest global stage in sports.
The execution within the building will be pretty straightforward. It'll be the transportation and the security that will look different and feel different, and that'll all be determined over the next several months as we start to stress test all of the ideas, all of the information that we have available to us and start implementation of that.
With Kansas City set to be the only Midwest city to host matches, the expectation is that there will be an influx of visitors in nearby areas such as Joplin, where they can experience unique aspects of American culture, such as the historic Route 66.
Route 66 is pure Americana. The Europeans and the folks from Australia and New Zealand love it because it is untamed Americana. They can see things that have been here for years, for 100 years. They can meet people, they can eat cuisine. It's just a style of life that they don't have in their countries.
The hope is that various watch parties and special events throughout Missouri can capitalize on what's now seen as a growing sport in the States.
It's really a unique opportunity to drive people into a once-in-a-generation sporting event. That has exploded from a youth standpoint. There's been an explosion of interest in soccer.
And for anyone visiting Joplin, maybe it won't be their only time.
But it's always our effort to get somebody to visit Joplin, visit it again, and then visit more frequently. So the more that we open our doors to international visitors, even domestic visitors from even as far away as New York, they will come back again.
In Joplin, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Each of the participating teams will be announced at the World Cup final draw on Friday, December 5th. This is going to be the largest field in the tournament's history with 48 teams. A little bit later, some Lions and Gorillas receive high honors from the MIAA for a standout football season. Ben's going to have details for us in sports.
And showers and thunderstorms increasing the next few days. We're going to look at that. Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice Tuesday for us today. We did get some scattered showers across the region during the morning hours, but through the afternoon, we actually looked pretty good, a little breezy as well. Temperatures back into the 70s, which we'll definitely take. All right, so our storm system that gave us a few showers, it's gone. You can see a little bit of severe weather popping up through the boot heel of Missouri. We look good. We do have some mid and upper level clouds increasing back across central and western Kansas. That's our next storm system, which will start to affect us. All right, so breezy today. The winds are calming down a bit, but still kind of breezy on Wednesday. Kind of breezy as we go into Thursday. I wouldn't really call it windy, but definitely a little bit on the breezy side. All right, let's look at our showers, our thunderstorms. Tonight's going to be fine. We get those mid and upper level clouds starting to increase. Here's 6 a.m. during the morning hours. A lot of thin and upper level, thin mid and upper level clouds. You're still going to see the sun kind of peeking through during the day. Here's about the noon hour, mid to upper 60s. I think most of us 70, 72-ish for afternoon highs. Wednesday should be dry, but by the evening, we may get a few hit and miss little scattered showers. These are going to increase, especially after midnight, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Keyword, of course, scattered, hit and miss, but periods of scattered showers and a little bit of thunder. It could be a little loud at times, so remember that. I'm not expecting anything strong or severe. All right, here's 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms slowly ticking up, slowly increasing as we go into Thursday afternoon. I actually think our most widespread rain is going to occur Thursday night. And then as we get into Friday morning, we kind of do a switch over to more showery activity. But we are going to have rain out there starting tomorrow night and lasting into Friday. How much rain could we get? We got to see where those heavier bands kind of line up. But I think it's a pretty good bet. Most of us get 3/4 of an inch, maybe some isolated 2 or 3 inch amounts. Look at these rain chances starting to increase. Tomorrow's fine, but as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning, you can see we switch over to scattered showers and more of a persistent rain across the region. So you'll definitely need the umbrella. All right, 46 in the morning, 61 by noon, high temp 72-ish. Looks good right now. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex looking northeast through downtown. Low to mid 60s, comfortable, but a colder night as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Of course, next week, it's Thanksgiving week. A lot of travelers, especially Tuesday into Wednesday. We have another system, so this is going to be our Friday system. Weekend looks good. Look at this upper level wave. It kicks out. It looks to be a little bit lighter, but showers pushing through on Monday into Tuesday. A lot of question marks on this back wave, but you can see this is Thanksgiving. May get a few showers, may get a few snow showers. A lot to watch as we go through the next 7 or 8 days. 72 on your Wednesday, a little cooler Thursday, 66. Look at Friday and Saturday, 59s, but the weekend looks good. Rain chances back in Monday, and then again Wednesday may be lingering into Thanksgiving.
We need the rain. A lot of those farm ponds are getting pretty low out there. It'd be nice if it does clear out for Thanksgiving, though.
That would be good.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the MIAA reveals its seasonal football honors, and Pitt State Volleyball prepares for its first MIAA tournament appearance since 2022. Ben McLeish has those stories and more for us up next in sports.
For the first time since 2022, Pitt State Volleyball has clinched a spot in the MIAA tournament. The Gorillas finished the regular season 13-14 with a 6-10 conference record. That's good for the 7th seed in the MIAA. First-year head coach Megan Bessick said that making the tournament was the team's main objective heading into the season.
That it was a very big goal for us. We're excited. The conference is super tough, and so it means a lot. We've only had one athlete that's been to the MIAA tournament on our team, so I think the girls are really excited to be able to compete in it.
My freshman year, we made it, so we haven't made it since, so it's really nice to make it back, just to show that we've worked this hard all season long, so making it is a big deal.
The Gorillas' opponent is a tough one, the 16th ranked team in the country, Missouri Western. Pitt State took on the Griffins twice during the regular season. They lost both of those contests, but learned a lot about their upcoming opponent. And the Gorillas know they need to win this game for any chance at the national tournament.
There's definitely potential there to win. They are a really good team. They're a very disciplined team, very well-coached team. So anything can happen at this point in the season. I like the matchup. We've done good things against them, but it is going to be a really tough match.
I think we competed really well with them, and I think it's going to be a good game, I think. And I think once we get going and get on a run and get on them early, it'll be better for us.
The Gorillas take on the nationally ranked Griffins in St. Joseph Thursday at noon. Well, the MIAA released its football seasonal awards, and there's a laundry list of players from PSU and Missouri Southern receiving honors. Let's start with the third team and honorable mentions. Pitt State has a trio of offensive players earning third team nods, while the captain of the Lions defense, Zach Bergman, joins them. 3 gorillas and 4 lions are honorable mentions, most notably freshman Missouri Southern quarterback Tillman Martin after his impressive season under center. Now, the second team at PSU has 3 defensive players and a special teamer on the list. Jalen Fuchsa, James Smith, and Stephen Ward were all integral parts of the Gorilla defense, while Fuchsa also takes a spot as a return specialist. And wide receiver Draper Parker is the lone Missouri Southern player on the second team, thanks to his 595-yard, 5-touchdown season. And a whopping 9 Gorillas take spots on the first team, 5 on the offense, 3 on the defense, and kicker Austin Schmidt representing special teams. PSU's lockdown secondary sees 2 cornerbacks making the list in Jeremy Sharp and Reggie King Jr., while the explosive offense includes quarterback Jackson Berry, running back Zamari Pelode-Gary, wide receiver Curran Parchman, and the big guys up front, Drew Daniels and Carter Stanchfield. Lastly, 2 of the Gorillas' first-teamers are also Players of the Year. QB Jackson Berry is named MIAA Offensive Player of the Year after leading the team to a top 10 national ranking and postseason berth in his first year with the program. And kicker Austin Schmidt is the Special Teams Player of the Year. I can't say it comes as a surprise, as Schmidt earned weekly honors 4 separate times this season. Schmidt made 19 of his 27 kick attempts on the year.
A lot of honors for Pitt State football.
It was a great year. It's good to see all the players get rewarded for such a great season.
And of course, the year isn't over yet. The postseason begins on Saturday. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Joplin fights fire with new legislation. We're going to look at a new ordinance that some argue could have prevented the Olivia building fire. Plus, the Thanksgiving countdown begins. Chef secrets for organizing your kitchen and cooking the perfect holiday meal. And McDonald County writes a new chapter in learning as student athletes tackle literacy on the football field. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's coming up tonight, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Tulsa Rising Stars FC launches its first season, giving refugee youth a chance to connect through soccer. The league was formed in October through a partnership between Ascension St. John's Sportsplex, the YWCA, and FC Tulsa. Players from countries like Syria and Afghanistan now compete while building friendships and finding community support in their new home. Some changes coming in the weather this week, Doug.
Yeah, I think tonight's going to be quiet, and most of tomorrow looks pretty quiet as well. Showers, thunderstorms scattered start to increase tomorrow night, on and off Thursday, and then showers into Friday. Also cooling down a little bit, but clearing out for the weekend, and a couple storm systems we need to watch next week. Big travel week, of course.
Another weather team will be keeping an eye on that. Final sports note.
Well, if you like Pitt State sports, this is the week for you. Thursday, volleyball begins the MIAA tournament. Friday, soccer begins the national tournament. And Saturday, the football team begins their postseason play as well.
Yeah, something for everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.